Hi there. I'm going to show you how you can get Arizona ESA reimbursement for singing lessons. But I want to make sure that you catch, you can use this for any kind of lessons, whether it be piano lessons or any musical instrument. Could be pitching lessons for baseball, shooting lessons for basketball. If it's part of the educational experience that you've created for your homeschool child, that is reimbursable. In this video, I'm going to show you how to work with individuals that do this, meaning could be somebody at your church that just does this as part of the lessons they give. Could be just a friend or somebody who professionally, you find them on Yelp and they're like, hey, for $50 an hour, I give batting practice, whatever. If it's an individual, I'm going to talk about it here, but you can also, I'm going to just make a mention, you can also have businesses that you can reimburse. So for example, there's a facility that gives pitching lessons for kids, or there's a club baseball team that offers a workout that you use as part of your PE class. That's going to be another video that I do in a little bit. So for now, the individual one. There's a few things that you need to get from that individual. The first thing is a copy of their high school or college diploma. The second thing is an itemized receipt for the services that they've provided. Now, that could also be seen as an invoice. However, we have to have some method of payment shown. That means that you could actually combine the invoice with a Venmo receipt. We've done that before because obviously there's no advanced payment system, so you might Zelle or Venmo to do payments. So as long as you have an invoice and then the Venmo receipt, which could be just a screenshot, a screen capture from your phone with a description of where that's going. That is, let me jump back here real quick. That is what you're going to need to reimburse for this. So in our case, we have a voice lesson instructor who sent us a invoice and receipt with showing the credit card payment that's on there. The reason I emphasize that so much is I've been declined many times because we'll get an invoice and we'll say, okay, we'll pay them in Venmo. And so we just upload that invoice into the ESA program and they're like, no. We need record that you've actually submitted that payment for that invoice. And so we've had them stamped paid, things like that. You get into wishy-washy territory if you don't have an invoice that literally shows some sort of credit transaction. Again, could be Venmo, it could be Zelle, could be, I'll show you what we have right here. First thing that you'll need to do is log into Class Wallet. I'm assuming you know how to do that. If you don't, there are other videos on this channel that show you how. I've selected the child, which is blurred out in the upper right corner here, that has taken the voice lessons. I'm going to click on Start New Reimbursement. First thing that I'm going to type in is the store name. Now, this is going to be the name of her business. She actually created her own little LLC. They don't have to do it this way. However, that's what she did. She charges $75 for a voice lesson. Matter of fact, I have that invoice right here. And I didn't realize how much I'm gonna have to blur out in this video. I didn't talk with her that she would allow her name to be shown or anything like that. So nonetheless, this is an invoice. Now keep in mind, this is just an invoice. It doesn't show payment. Now you see in this little area on the right of the invoice, it says click here to pay online. Now this is a PDF that we just printed off from the website. It doesn't show payment. So what we did was we clicked there, we paid it online, and we got this. This is the payment complete. If I scroll down, shows complete with transaction ID, which I'm gonna blur out that too because I have no idea if that's sensitive. So when I come back here to Class Wallet, I'm gonna click on Next and it says here, what documentation do you have to show? I will drag and drop that PDF onto this screen. That shows the invoice representing the voice lessons. I'll scroll down to the bottom and also attach the PDF that has the representation of our payment. Both the invoice and the payment are now in the portal. I'm gonna scroll down and hit Next. Now here's the big one. Arizona ESA, which purse are you going to pull it from? Notice we have two fields here, accredited facility and business. I'm gonna talk about that one in a different video, and accredited individual. Oh, I totally forgot. So I'm going to check this, but I'm gonna go back. There's the invoice and the payment receipts. I also need to upload her high school or college diploma. You remember this right here that I said you need to have high school or college diploma and those receipts, invoice, payment, all of that kind of stuff, right? So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna pop back over here scroll to the bottom, and drag over her college diploma. By the way, there are so many better ways than college to actually get a working career. Man, I should do a whole series based on that. That could be really exciting. I'm not gonna do that right now though. So I hit the next button again. We're back to our accredited individuals. It's still checked, tutoring and teaching services. Click next. If you want to put in comments like voice lessons, not mandatory, but something that you could do. Hit next and bada bing, our reimbursement is submitted. We will now be reimbursed someday. I know that's the #1 question I get on that channel. How long did this take? From an hour to a month. It's all dependent on how busy the ESA folks are. As of right now, and I can tell you this is the early August 2024, they are very busy because they just changed all their policies on supplemental material and it caused everything to explode. So nonetheless, that is how that same process can be followed for all the different methods of tutoring that you can find for your homeschool kids I mentioned earlier. Hope that helps you in the future. I'll see you soon.